Welcome to Truth is Freedom. I am Dennis Cummins, pastor of Experience Church here. And today we're running episode 3 of our Q&A. I've got our social media director here, Jasmine. Jasmine, you have some questions. I have no idea what you're going to ask me, so let's just pray the wisdom of God on me today to answer this.
Yes. Another question is actually a very controversial one. And I've had this a lot as a Christian, like this question specifically as well. Do Christians have to attend church? And if so, what are the benefits of attending a church?
That's a two-part question.
It is a two-part question.
Do I have to attend church? Let me put it in this context. If I'm married, do I have to spend time with my wife? You know, if I'm married, do I have to talk to her? Do I have to help her? Do I have to be a part of her life?
Right.
Because, you know, if you approach Christianity from a consumer standpoint, it's not going to go too well for you because you think church is about you. If you understand that you're to bear your cross as Christ carried his, you got to carry your cross and follow him. Jesus started the church. We didn't. Okay. We're just carrying on his legacy. And so we're here to be the church. And, there's a lot of people that push against formal religion or formal gatherings or organized worship. Right. And they just want to be free spirits. I'm just a free spirit. I attend many churches, you know. What I find is you can't have multiple wives if you're a man. You can't have multiple husbands if you're a woman. You need to be committed and you need to be faithful. And this is where, Old Testament tells us in Psalms, those that are planted in the house of the Lord shall flourish all the days of their life. Planted means that you're a part of the structure.
That's good. And
to be a part of the structure means that you just can't be uprooted easily when the winds blow and the rain and storm and all that. You're not going to be uprooted. You are grounded, you're fixed, but you're also drawing your nutrients from it because you're planted, and then you're bearing fruit, which is giving back to the community that you're in. And so church is really not about you. It's about those that aren't born again. So we're creating an atmosphere so people can come, hear about the truth of God's word and get born again. So what are we? Well, and what is the church? The church is the ecclesia, which is really taken from, Jesus used the ecclesia from the Roman terminology because, it was basically the organism that stood at the gates of the city and controlled the entire city. And that's what we are to do, is we are not just a, shelter in place. Right. Here is the church and hide out, and it's not a life raft. It's not a pleasure craft. We are out there facing the wind and the waves, but we're to go out into the world and take the light of God's word. So if people think, well, why do I have to go to church if I'm a Christian? Well, why wouldn't you if you're a Christian? Because he said, don't forsake the gathering together of yourselves. And so that's where, you just can't watch church online as a replacement for attending and being a part of a church. I like to say it this way because we live stream. Live streaming for people in our church is a supplement. It's not a replacement. Right. So that way, hey, you got to be home, maybe somebody's sick or whatever. You get to watch it online. It's a supplement. You're still connected, but you're not getting the same connection and you're not getting the same nutrients. And so therefore, you're planted in the house to be a part of the house. And so I just want to challenge anybody that doesn't want to be planted, because a lot of people that say, well, we attend a lot of churches, most of the time it's because they don't want a covering. They don't want to be accountable to anybody. They don't want to be told what to do. Not that we're here to tell people what to do, but they're just loose cannons.
They want to be church in their own way.
Yeah. They want to define it in their own way. We're going to have church around the lunch table or at the coffee shop. That's not church, because it can be an outgrowth of church, right? But there needs to be a coming together of worship and a coming together to give people an opportunity to, and I know that this is subjective in a little bit to some people, they're the free spirits, Right. They'd rather just be on YouTube hating on everybody else and what everybody else is doing wrong. It's amazing how brilliant they are. Most of them are Calvinists, Calvinists, that means that, they believe that God's already chosen everybody's plan for their life. And I'm thinking,
predestined.
So why are you chipping away at other ministers? Maybe that was God's will then for them to be like that or preach that way, If you're a hard-lining Calvinist, maybe you just ought to stop hating on everybody. So that's where we just got to be careful and focus on that. Man, if I love Christ, I'm going to love who he died for.
That's good.
Other words, you're not going to want to go to heaven. Because that's where they're going to be.
Right.
So that's what I have to say about that. So that is Truth is Freedom, episode 3 of our Q&A, and I hope that helps. Don't forget to like. What are they supposed to do? Like, subscribe, share?
Like, comment.
Thumbs up. It all helps.